Hey Gary, how you doing, man?
All right, Seb, how are you today, man?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Hanging in there.
Just okay?
Well, Gary, this real estate business, it's kind of up and down, and it's also very dependent on how much energy you put into it. And so I'm still recovering from that illness, and I'm definitely feeling much stronger. I'm just about better, but I haven't gotten back into the swing of things. I haven't gotten into that, like bonsai, go and get them. So I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. I think I have a problem with a lot of not really actually nowadays not that many realtors have this problem, but I think a lot of realtors maybe in my position have this problem, which is where you have enough business really that you don't really need to go out and seize more business by the throat, except you do because you're not really sure when what you have is just kind of dry up, right? So
True.
you
Very
always
true.
got to be pushing all the time. You can't really coast, and so I'm coasting kind of right now because I have a fair amount going on, but I really need to be like, ramping it up, especially because I took almost a month off from my illness, basically. How about you?
Yeah, same, just kind of getting through these real estate, times that we're going through right now. Just like
Right.
you said, you can't turn off the faucet, got to
You
keep it
can't
going.
turn off the faucet. That's when you go like 2 or 3 months without a closing.
Yeah, yeah. So no matter how busy you are, you want to keep that business
Yeah, it's like
coming.
a hamster wheel, you got to keep
Yeah,
that bad boy spinning because when it
yeah.
stops, like you're like, you know.
Well, typically I guess we all guilty. I mean, typically new agents make that mistake a lot. They got a couple of deals and they get busy with closings, and then 2, 3 months later, they don't have nothing now.
Right, and I have that problem to some extent, except that I do have enough going on. Like my database is big enough. I have a big enough sphere of influence, clients and all that. That something always comes along, eventually. But when I was starting out in real estate, it certainly was not like that. When I was starting out in real estate, I had no real sphere of influence. I really didn't have any past clients. So it was very much, I had to go out. Hunting, which speaking of hunting, today we're going to talk about hunting for buyers online or finding buyers online. And I understand you have quite a bit of experience finding buyers online. Is that right, Gary?
Absolutely, they're everywhere, man.
Well,
Buyers.
tell me, how do you find buyers online?
Yeah, so there's many different ways. We could talk about some of the free ones, or we can talk about some of the paid ones. I don't know which one you want to talk about.
Well, I like the sound of free. Let's talk about free first.
Yeah, so obviously social media is free, right? Your Facebook.
Social media is free. Okay, let's examine that. So, how do you find a buyer online for free with Facebook?
Yeah, so on Facebook, you can post, some kind of small listing on Facebook groups or on your page, right? And then you can post it in multiple groups, and people will contact you.
So if even if you don't have a listing, you can
Yeah,
go to, I mean, it really should be somebody in your brokerage, at least, if not your office, and just say, hey, do you mind if I advertise your listing on Facebook and Instagram or wherever else? And that's what you're kind of talking about, right?
yeah, yeah. Just borrow a listing from, even if it's not even from your brokerage. You can ask any realtor to borrow their listing. Hey, can I promote your listing online? I
Right,
don't.
right.
They won't
Yeah.
say no. No one says no.
And so what do you say? Do you say, do you want to see it? Do you want to like come to the open house, or like what exactly do you say in the advertisement?
Yeah. So one of the things that worked for me is, through the IDX website, you just post a link, and you just give enough information. Don't give out the price, right?
Don't
And
give out the
don't
price.
don't give
Okay.
out the address.
Don't give
Just
out the
give us,
address.
yeah, just
Good,
give
good.
us, yeah, just give out enough information, and then your IDX website must have a lead capture where they don't get nothing until they put their name and phone number, email in there.
And
So
so
it's
what I just curious, what IDX site or software do you use for that?
Chime. I'm using Chime right now.
Chime, good old
Yeah,
Chime.
yeah.
All right, love the Chime. Okay. So, but you don't have to use Chime. I mean, there are many
No.
other options out there, which I mean, Chime is pretty expensive. What is it, like $300 a month or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is up there. I mean, Real Geeks is another one that I used, and then IDX Broker is probably the cheapest one you can go with.
Yeah, IDX Broker is cheap. But you know what else is cheap is listings to leads. Listings to leads. Have you ever tried listings to leads?
Yes, I have in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, I love listings to leads, and that's you can do it with listings to leads too. Listings to leads only costs I think like $60 a month, so that's not very expensive, but has great lead capture on it for sure. So yeah, you can, but you don't even have to do there. You could just post like a picture on Facebook, right, and like give like a little description, say best deal in town, blah blah blah. Message me for more info, right? Message me
That's
for more
true.
info, and they message you, and then boom, you're in a conversation with them.
Yeah, what I noticed is a nice photo always works, really good
Right.
looking photo of the property. I mean, I would just scroll through all the photos, find the best one, whether it's the kitchen or exterior or whatever the nicest one is, just post it.
Right.
Just one, not too many.
Or you could like, take it up a notch. You could go to the property itself, take a little video tour, right? Like shoot like a little quick video, nothing too long, 15 seconds, I think is kind of like the optimal time,
Yeah,
and maybe you jump in the frame, and say, hey, come check it out or whatever. And just do a tease that way, right? Also
yeah,
do your
that's
stories,
yeah.
TikTok, right?
Yeah, I mean that's if you want to go all out. Yeah, I mean if you don't have any time or you're just not comfortable doing that, I mean just posting something on Facebook works. Just
Right.
just basic listing, and people always want to know what's going on. Hey, how much? They always start asking you questions.
How
Where is
much?
it? Or how much?
So,
So
okay, let's role play this a little bit, Gary. So they
yeah.
say, how much? And then what do you say?
Uh,
Do you tell them the
so
price, or do you be like, whoa,
well,
hold
well,
on,
I mean,
partner?
typically, if people start posting a lot of comments, right? I usually don't bother with those comments because if they click on the link, they get that information they're looking for.
Right.
So
If
yeah,
they register, though, if they
yeah,
register.
yeah. If they register,
And if they don't register, they don't get it.
yeah. I mean, you don't want to start posting. You don't want to start answering those comments right there. I don't usually don't do that.
Right. So you don't say like message me for details or like click the link
Yeah,
to find
yeah,
out.
yeah. I mean, I do that, but they keep bugging you. How much, So
Uh-huh.
you can even turn off the comments if you want.
Right. So what kind of groups do you post these into? I mean, like what, like
Buy sell groups, any
buy
groups
and
you
sell
can
groups?
find. I'm a member of probably 500 groups. I post everywhere. So I have a little spreadsheet. I
Oh,
post
nice.
at least 40, 50 even one a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let's dial it back a little bit. Let's just say you're like a slacker like me and you can only manage to post in 10 groups in a day, right? Okay, your
Well,
10 best groups.
it takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes in the morning. You can post in 15, 20 groups.
Okay, so let's just
And
say
then
20 groups then.
yeah,
So it takes 15 minutes.
but you can go back in the afternoon, post another 20. It takes another
Okay.
5 minutes. In the
So
evening, go back, post another 20. Seriously, it takes 5 minutes.
okay.
You
Well,
just
you have to
copy and
teach me
paste
about
it.
this.
You
You have
just
to teach me
copy and
about this. So
yeah,
you put, let's just say, okay, you post 50. Let's say you post 50 out there.
yeah,
How many people register on your IDX site, you think?
yeah. You can easily generate 4 or 5 leads a day.
4 or 5 leads a day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So you want to talk about free leads? Yeah,
There
But
you go.
I noticed IDX website works best, but I haven't tried that listing to lead stuff. I don't know how that will work.
Listening to leads is really cool, and I don't want to go into a topic of how it actually works because I haven't really used it in like, I don't know, a year.
Yeah.
I get too many damn leads, right?
Yeah, but the good thing with the IDX, like Chime or Real Geek, so they start dripping them with the properties right away.
right
So
away.
you don't have to do nothing. They start getting your emails every day automatically.
Right. Yeah.
And
Automatically.
then you have all the automations going, auto texting, auto emailing, all that campaigns going right away automatically. That's
Right.
one good thing about these IDX websites.
Right.
But
Sure.
if you want to go cheap, manually do stuff,
Well,
um,
a lot of people are broke, right? I mean, a lot of realtors are broke, right? I
yeah,
mean, like
yeah,
the average realtor sells 0 houses a year or something like that, right? At least at least last year, right?
yeah.
Pretty closely, either 0 or 1 is the average, right? So
True, true.
a lot of people don't have that kind of money, so maybe they really are going to be more into doing the old-fashioned way by hand. But that was an amazing tip, whether you use Chime or Listings to Leads or Real Geeks or just just like putting a picture on and like, doing a video through it. I mean, like if you have that, once you have the picture, once you have the text, it's the same thing in every group that you posted in, right? So that's
True.
the easy part, right?
Yeah, you just
So
copy and paste in all those groups, Bam.
right,
Once you have a spreadsheet, you have a spreadsheet. Okay, I'm going to post these groups on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
right.
So you
Okay,
can.
now does this work only for starter homes, or what range of prices does this work in? Does it work in any price range?
Honestly, I think those are mostly first-time buyers you're going to capture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So what's the price point though? I mean, like are these like 400,000? What are these around your neighborhood?
yeah, 400. Yeah, 400 is about
400.
about the
Right.
about the number. Yeah, I mean anything. I noticed if I post $1 million listing, sometime I still get the same buyer. They're looking for. you know, yeah,
You get the same
because
buyer, and you
yeah.
will find the same person registering over and over again, right? That's kind of common, right?
Well, sometimes, yeah, but you always find different people because you
Right.
can post, you can post anywhere, and you don't have to post in just your market, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so people are looking everywhere for homes.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Uh,
There's the housing crisis.
yeah,
Headline news. So,
yeah.
what other free methods of finding leads online or buyer leads online are you aware of?
You can still use Craigslist.
Craigslist.
Yeah,
Yes. You do Craigslist.
still free.
So you can't post a link on Craigslist, right?
Yeah, but still post a link. People will copy and paste that link into their browser always.
So you post a link, but it's not actually linked, and they just
It's not.
copy
It's
and
not a
paste it.
link. They just copy and paste it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a really nice listing, people will look at it and they want to know what's going on.
Interesting.
It's
How about
funny.
like Facebook Marketplace? Have you ever tried
Yeah,
Facebook
there you go.
Marketplace?
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one too. I haven't had much success with that.
Uh-huh. Right.
I don't know why. Those people are just always asking questions. They're just messaging you. Like
Right.
most of them are renters there. I noticed.
Right.
If you're looking
Right.
for renters, yeah, maybe rent to own or something like that.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Well, what other are there any other free ways to find buyers online? Oh, that's a really good way. What you just talked about is amazing. So what other free ways are there to find buyers online?
yeah, so obviously online, Facebook, social media. I can't think of any. I mean, Craigslist was another one I just talked about.
Well, I think what you just shared with us, you can get 5 buyer leads online every day for free.
Yeah.
I think that's enough, right? Because like I think you said that okay, it's 1% conversion rate on these online leads. Okay, so if you find 5 a day and you do 30 days 30 days in a month, that's
Hmm.
150. So that means
Yeah.
every 2 months
Yeah.
you're going to be closing 3 deals
Yeah.
from buyers that you get for free.
Even you cut that in half, you're still closing some.
Well, and I would put it to you, Gary, that actually probably you could close a lot more than that if, in fact, you were more assiduous over time. Because a lot of these buyers, they are not 6 months from buying; they're like,
No. Yeah.
6 years from
Facebook.
buying,
Yeah.
right? So if you
Facebook
were to like,
leads. Yeah. Facebook leads on average about, what do they say, about 18 months away
yeah,
from even, looking into
starting.
buying.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So
They're just dreaming, really, but if you get into a conversation with them and you find out, because a lot of these times they might be like, younger people who are like, getting married or they just had a kid or something like that, eventually they will be stepping up and, right at maybe they're just very early in the process. So, so you might get that 1% up to like 2 or 3% over time, and if they're free, gee, why not,
yeah.
especially because
Yeah.
you could see their activity on Chime, right? Like Chime will show you,
True.
how active they are, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're getting that many a day, you're going to see after a while, okay, well, these 20 people, these 30 people, these 100 people, these are people who are actually out there looking for property. And a spoiler alert, they're talking to other realtors too. So when you see them like active in your database, even though you might think that they're like exclusively tied to you, they're not. They're looking on Redfin and Zillow and whoever else. So it does behoove you to reach out to them and try to get something going with them on a more
Absolutely.
personal
Yeah.
kind of a level of some kind.
Right away. As soon as the lead comes in, you got to try to make the contact.
You got to jump on them.
Yeah. whether they answer or not, you got to try at least,
You got to try at least, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
and then you got to have your automations,
right,
you auto texting and emailing and all that stuff, dripping them with the new properties,
right.
keep
Well,
them engaged.
you gotta have a CRM, right? I just think it's insane to try any kind of like online anything without a CRM, right? You definitely need to have a CRM in order to stay on top of these. There's no other way.
Yeah, I mean, I notice most buyers, they don't really like your other junk you send them. They just want to look at properties. If you keep them updated with the new property listings every day,
Right.
that's
They're
what they
happy.
want.
Right.
They don't want your junk emails.
They
You
want my
send them.
junk emails, bro. They want mine. Mine are the best. They're not
But
junk. Each one's lovingly crafted. It takes a long time. So,
yeah,
well, okay, talk to me about paid online buyer leads. What kind of paid online buyer leads have you found that are any good?
yeah, the paid. I mean, obviously you want to pay. I mean, we could start from the top.
Take it from the
Zillow.
top, Gary. Let's hear it. Take it from the top.
Yeah, I mean Zillow,
Did you say Zillow?
Realtor.com.
Zillow.
Realtor.com.
Zillow is my mortal enemy.
I
Fuck
know, I
Zillow.
know,
That's what I say.
I know, but I mean, you're gonna pay a lot of money. You're probably gonna pay somewhere $200-300 per lead, right?
Okay, let's back up because they have Zillow Flex and Zillow blah blah. So, like, how much do you think an average agent would be like looking to, like, can you even get there anymore? Because you hear the Zillow Flex and Zillow Premier, and like they only give the leads to the people who are on Zillow Flex, or I don't know. I mean, like, can you like
Yeah, I
educate
don't
us
know
at all
about.
about that?
Yeah, I don't know about Zillow Flex, but I mean the Zillow Premium, they just charge a lot for zip code. I
How
mean,
much? How much they charge?
in my market, anywhere small zip code will be 3,000 a month.
What?
Yeah,
3,000 a month for a small zip code?
yeah.
Is this like the Beverly Hills neighborhood or
No, no. I mean,
the
average
trailer park neighborhood?
average $400,000 homes, maybe.
Uh-huh. And they're
Yeah,
charging 3 grand a month. And
yeah.
so how many buyer leads are you getting for 3 grand a month?
I haven't paid them in a while, but I mean, people are. I mean, I'm not sure how many you get. Probably 10, 15. I don't know. What does that come out to?
Uh-huh.
It's at least $200 per lead. I know.
At least, right? At least
Yeah,
$200 for a buyer lead.
yeah,
Wow. And
yeah.
so what do you think the conversion rate? Are these higher than 1%, these Zillow leads, I hope?
Zillow, they say it's about 5% conversion rate.
Okay. All right. So much better than 1%. And are
Yeah.
these curated at all? Like, have they talked to somebody at Zillow who's like scrubbed them to like get rid of the bullshitters and like find real people, or no? They're just random.
Well, they claim to do that, but I mean, I don't think they do. They just
Right.
transfer anybody to you. Hey, here's a lead.
Right. And you get live transfers, do you know, or you don't know?
Yeah, yeah. That's the funny thing. I noticed that I haven't done it in a while, but when I did do it in the past, it was live transfer, and the Zillow guy would just say, "Hey, Gary, here's Joe. Talk to him," and they cut off. That's it.
Right.
I'm saying, hello, hold on, but
Right.
then,
And click.
yeah,
Hey, Joe, come back.
yeah.
So Realtor.com you mentioned. Have you tried Realtor.com?
No, I personally have not, but I noticed it's similar to Zillow.
Right. Is it cheaper, do you know, or is it the same price as Zillow?
I heard it's the same price.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah.
Have you tried any other online paid buyer lead sources?
As far as Google pay-per-click, I try that.
Google pay-per-click for buyers.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does that work?
Yeah, those a little bit better pricing. In my market, you're probably looking at $40 per lead.
$40 a lead. So what do? You just say like find golf course homes or find bank-owned homes or find 3-bedroom,
Yeah,
2-bathroom homes in the low 100,000s or something like that?
yeah.
Or what do you do?
You can run those ads. You can break them down. Based on your niche market you're in or your zip code. Hey,
Uh-huh.
home for sale in 91111 zip code, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
So
And when you do that, do you find that they are better quality leads than the Facebook free leads, or
yeah, they're a lot better quality because
they're a lot better,
people actually searching for homes.
right? Because they're higher intent.
Yeah, higher intent. On Facebook, people are just there. They're just
Yeah,
clicking on your stuff that
right.
you're
Click, click,
posting.
click,
Yeah,
click, 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 2
yeah,
o'clock in the morning, click, click, click. Oh, that looks
yeah,
good. Click.
yeah, yeah.
So, okay, so they're higher intent. So what do you say those close at?
Well, I think those are probably a little better than Facebook, but not that much better. You probably close 2% if you're really good.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay. Right. So do you still do any pay-per-click or no?
No, I haven't. I stopped doing those as I, busy with the loan business,
Right. So
Yeah.
basically, it sounds like you're a strong advocate, just from the numbers that we're hearing, of the free free online buyer leads, right?
Yeah, yeah, go after the free ones. I mean, some will close. Even your conversion rate is 1/4%. Who cares, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, right. Exactly. They're free, so what does it matter, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Facebook paid leads also, you
Right.
could do. Yeah, those
Facebook paid leads.
yeah.
Right.
Those are but I know the free ones and the paid ones are pretty similar conversion wise. You just, paid one, you just end up paying more and
Right.
end up paying, and the free ones are just free.
Well, how about
So
like buyer lead magnets, right? Special report on how to find distressed property, a special report on how to find how to wholesale houses for free.
yeah.
I mean, have you tried any of those kind of like buyer lead magnet type stuff?
Yeah, I
Like,
think we tried few in the past. You and I both have, but
uh-huh.
we're kind of building those up again, right?
Yeah. Well, I've
So,
always mostly tried seller leads, but have you ever tried any of those lead magnets for buyers?
no, because I noticed those leads are so easy to get just by posting a listing.
Right.
So I never try that, the free report ones.
Right. Or like not necessarily a listing, but like a, description of the kind of listings that you might be able to find. Or well, one I did try, actually, one buyer online lead I did try, and I think I used this with Chime, was the Dream Home Finder, right? So basically like, tell me what your dream home is. You put up a great picture of some dream home, right? And say, can't find your dream home. You tell me what you're looking for, and I will, find it for you.
Okay.
And didn't work.
Okay.
But I didn't try any of those free solutions, right? I mean, I was paying, like, okay, so I poured like $300 into like an ad, right? I put in $300 into an ad, don't get one lead. I'm going like, what am I going to do? Spend $3,000 to get one buyer lead? No, right? I mean, like, it has to like work like at least a little bit,
Right.
otherwise I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on a thing that's not going to go anywhere.
No, yeah, you gave it a try, it didn't work. So yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Right. But if it was for free, like for free, I could try the Dream Home Finder, right? Like find your dream home,
Well,
because
let's
especially in a time like now where it's super low inventory, right? Any home is almost a dream home, really. Or like the other one I do try actually, and this actually works on my website. If you go into my website right now, you'll find it, like my off-market homes list, right? Like I don't get that many leads, on my off-market homes list, and I not find anybody local. I'm finding people from like San Diego or like Nebraska or like, I can't help you in San Diego or Nebraska. So, but if I ever did find somebody local, right? But that's just a random sampling because I have like call to action on my website, right? And so like
okay.
one because I have many calls to action on my website. I probably have like 15 different calls to action, not on any one page. Any one page will only have like 2 or 3 calls to action. But I do get some of those leads for the off-market homes list, right? That actually probably is a pretty good one, off-market homes, because in a time like right now, it is tough to find anything on the market. And when you do find something on the market, if it's any good, you're going to have what, 5 offers on it, 10 offers on it. Is that still a situation in your market? Are you still having multiple offers on stuff that's not junk or overpriced?
You know what? You're right. Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here. Yeah. I'm
Yeah. So
surprised.
that has worked for me. That has worked for me. Is that, and I will say though about the Zillow, because like before I became a Zillow hater, when I was just ambivalent about Zillow, I was a Zillow client for 6 months. For 6 months, I did get Zillow leads, and I also I did one deal, and I double ended it, and I got paid like 24 grand or something like that. I forget what it was, but it's in that neighborhood, right? And the client that I got, still know him, talk to him all the time, great guy. really enjoy talking to him. He invites me over to his house periodically, and we hang out, and a cool guy. So really the relationship almost is worth as much as the money, maybe actually worth more than the money actually, but at the time it was cool. But I only did that one time, and it was definitely profitable because at the time I think I was paying like $600 a month for Zillow, right? So I paid $3,600 for 6 months and let it go, and I got that one $24,000 thing, right? So obviously that's like a 8 times payout, which I think is probably about normal. But I wasn't getting 15 a month. I mean, it was not like that, what I was doing. It was way less than that. It might have been like 4 or 5 a month, something like that, because it's a small zip code that I was going for. But I also tried homes.com. Have you ever tried homes.com?
No, I heard about them. I know they're coming back now again with the different kind of marketing plans, right?
Well, this homes.com was the old homes.com before they got bought by Homestar. And so I forget how much I was paying. This was gotta be like 6 or 7 years ago that I did the old homes.com. And they were all horrible leads. They were all like trailers, like mobile homes, basically. They were all like mobile home leads. I got these, like, people wanted to buy like $100,000, $200,000 mobile homes, which maybe sounds like a lot for a mobile home, but here, such a mobile home is not any kind of mobile home you can get a loan on, right? It would basically be like a pullout, right? It would be in such bad shape, really old, real small, no financing available for it. I get these people wanting to buy these $100,000, $200,000 mobile homes. I'm going like, the other great irony about mobile homes, of course, is that even for a top of the line mobile home, you need 20% down, right? So like, you're trying to save money, but okay, if it's a $200,000 mobile home, 20% down is, what is that? That's 40 grand, right? Is it not? Yeah. So like, a lot of people don't have 40 grand to put down, right? Like, you're better going FHA, right, and buying like a condo for 3.5% down. You can at least buy that.
Yeah, true.
Buying a mobile home. So I tried Zillow and I tried homes.com. And canceled both of them. And I have not tried really any other buyer lead source except for listings to leads. And I really strongly do recommend listings to leads. They have all kinds of stuff in there. They have paid Facebook ads. They have Google pay-per-click ads. And they have a whole bunch of, I think it's like, when you sign up, you buy them in packs, right? So you can put, like, I think for the basic $60 a month or whatever, you can put in 10 listings in there. Right. And then after those 10 listings, you got to delete one to put a new listing in. Right. And you can put your own photos on there. You can basically make your own, and you can make your own little landing pages for the listings. Right. You don't actually have to go on the MLS. Right. You can add your own photos, your own video, your own text, whatever you want to add. And then it does a great job of capturing buyer leads that way. And that's only $60 a month. And it won't automatically send you new listings. So it can access the MLS. It can see the MLS, but it doesn't have like a live access to the MLS. Like, you can't search. It's like an IDX.
Yeah.
So somehow you can pull in listings from the MLS, but you can't have like a live IDX on your website. Although I do have IDX on my website. Well, actually, we didn't mention this, Gary. Do you ever get any buyer leads just from your website? Like, randomly buyer leads just come onto your website and like sign up for IDX search?
No, but I am getting on my lending website. I'm getting random leads.
Really?
Yeah, because my company called Fresno Wholesale Mortgage, and I always ask, well, we were looking for a wholesale mortgage.
Right.
Yeah, I always get those now.
Right. Interesting. Wow. Well, on my website, I've had so many websites. I can't even tell you how many websites I've had, but my main website, I basically have brought in all my content from all my other millions of websites that I have, and I put them all into my one website. And now I'm starting to get decent traffic on my website. It's not super decent, but like last month I got 1,200 clicks from Google search, right? Which is a lot. I mean, 1,200 clicks from Google search.
Free? For free? No.
For free, yeah, because my website is so awesome, But I could look at some of my competitors, they're getting like 30 times that number, right? So like, I have a long ways to go.
But how many of those actually left their information on your website?
Yeah, well, but I do get some leads, not very many, right? I want to get more, but I actually have had 2 people sign up for IDX searches on my website.
That's good.
Yeah, well, two. I mean, and it's been 5 or 6 months. getting it going. But I think if I did have 30 times as much traffic, which I'm working on getting, I would probably get more leads. But Gary, guess what, man? We're out of time.
We're out of time, but what I was going to say, we're also working on putting together a marketing CRM, right? So people can run their ads and all that stuff. So we might be, working on, talking about that soon, right?
Actually, you know what, Gary? We talked about going through Go High Level at
Yeah.
one of our episodes. We said we are going to do it next episode, and we did.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
time, let's definitely do it. And
Yeah.
let's talk about how you can work your leads, your buyer leads that you get online. Maybe you can set that up. Maybe do an experiment this week and like run a
Yeah.
few of those ads, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then show us in Go High Level and show us how all that works, how you work on nurturing those leads in Go High Level. That would be really cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I mean, we can run those Facebook ad through the portal, right?
Do the Facebook ad. Do the free ones. Do the Facebook
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some good listing, put it in Facebook groups, and get into High Level, and let's see how all that works out.
Cool.
All right, sweet, Gary. Looking forward to that, and that's gonna be fun.
All right.
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay, later. Bye.